Mafi bona toge Biafra recovery amako karia mano urawo. Mafi bona toge Biafra recovery karia mano urawo. Mafi bona toge Biafra recovery amako karia mano urawo. Mafi bona toge Biafra recovery kare mano imana deka dinta jarabia ngane buge baya we mana deka dinta jarabia ngane buge baya ogano chore aso coach patena bagati tindawo Ogago chere asa coach, but no baget it in no abo. Brother Masikwala Makine Sirike Kiweli Sigiru Basabo. Ezio Imawana. Esene ne maram maki werendo ge biego. Imana bunka ge maki we esende lu enye dia oni ne kero sabo.
Yeah, thank you for joining me, guys, lovers of freedom. Thank you. I want to quickly pray and then I will unravel what I have come to do very, very quickly. Let's pray.
Ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-achị onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ ọka aka ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etuga eze ebube dị ngọzi mmalite na ọgwụgwụ ndị gboo wee tụọ oge ebighị ebi onye nwe m ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe nara ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi anyị wee na-asị na onwe ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịgị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu ọbịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị wee na-akpọkụ uwe na-arịọ gị na-asị lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt gotu egbe wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere anyị wee na-aja gị mma na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị na anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị wee nye gị nsọpụrụ ụtọ na-eji ama mgbe niile n'ihi na anyị enweghị ichi ọzọ ebezuga ka anyị nwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nsọmụkwụ anyị niile ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị refe nwa bụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija ma na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasị wee baa ha ọnụ ha wee daa hapụghị ikunu ọzọ obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala ọkwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi anya onwe anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị na-asị na enweghị ichi ọzọ egwezuga gị anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere ka mana onwe onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi mara ebi ka a na-arịọ gị ise.
All right, thank you for joining me. Very quickly, I want us to quickly look at this topic. Tinubu's plan to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been exposed. Tinubu's plan to unalive Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been exposed. There is this write-up from Sahara Reporters founder Omotosho, and let's quickly read it, and then maybe I wouldn't need to say much. We'll just go and maybe play a broadcast from Mazi Marcel Okocha I know that will be enough because so that I will not have some distractions that will not allow you to hear me. So please, let's do this together right now. Please join me as we do this. Tinubu's plan to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, sentence him to life imprisonment has been exposed. So let's do this together, please. Join me as we read. Yeah, join me as we read. I don't know if this thing is wide enough. Oh, no. Let's bring it this way. Please, if you're just joining, make sure you hit the like button and let's everyone join. Now, Omotosho 5 hours ago wrote, for the avoidance of doubt and to alert the public, it has become clear that a secret decision has long been reached with the official BAT. They have reached a secret decision. So Omotosho knew this. That's why he started this protest, to actually put everyone on the foot so that they will know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's life is in danger. That's why Omotosho started that protest. Now, let's go on. The decision has long been reached within the official BAT, which is Tinubu's regime, regarding the fate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The plan, devised through a high-level political conspiracy, is to either sentence him to death or condemn him to life imprisonment. This outcome, predetermined far in advance, is now being dressed up in the guise of judicial procedure. Yeah. It's now guys. Let me go to the room and see maybe your kind of get a little bit of more. Sorry, guys. Stay here. So when you were bottle the copy, but I been program. So bear with me, please. The time we have might be enough for us, even though my phone need to be plugged somewhere. That's why I came into the room. Anyway, let's do this together. So, for the avoidance of doubts and to alert the public, it has become clear that a secret decision has long been reached within the official BAT regime regarding the fate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The plan devised through a high-level political conspiracy is to either sentence him to death or condemn him to life imprisonment. This outcome, predetermined far in advance, is now being dressed up in the guise of judicial procedure. They dressed it up as a judicial procedure. So they want to use a shambolic judicial procedure. So for you to know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, being a spiritual man, that is why he had to sack all the lawyers. Everybody, get out! Get out! Let me see how these people will sentence me. No, there are senior advocates, son. And I want to tell you that I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised if Agabi, who was a former Attorney General of Nigeria, I will not be surprised if Agabi is aware of this conspiracy. Even though they have been pressing and pushing. And do you remember that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu rejected the lawyers, head on to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's file? But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu insisted and got his file back. And all they wanted was to continue to do that charade of a court process, so that they will do one, then convict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, sentence him to death or sentence him to life imprisonment, where there is no jurisdiction. No jurisdiction. That questioning all those things they were talking, there was no need for all those nonsense. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, being a man of the spirit who has seen what they plan, that's why he came the last time. He told them, do you think that the God of justice is sleeping? Do you think he's sleeping? He decided to take the bull by the horn by himself. Let me tell you, Nigeria, look at my eyes. Nigeria, you will never succeed. You don't even know what is coming for you. The almighty creator of heaven and earth is already against you. You don't know? You don't know? Now, with all those jury, that's why being aware of these things, he said, this outcome predetermined far in advance is now being dressed up in the guise of judicial procedure. Remember, Shomura said that for the avoidance of doubt and to alert the public, it has become clear. So they dressed it up in a political or in a judicial procedure. Justice James Omotosho is expected to conclude Kanu's trial by declaring that his refusal to open his defense amounts to an admission of guilt, a convenient interpretation designed to seal a verdict already agreed upon behind closed doors. The ruling is anticipated this November, a month that bears a haunting historical precedent, one of Nigeria's most haunting tragedies. It was in November 1995 that the military tribunal of General Sani Abacha sentenced Kensariwa and 8 others Ogoni activists to death. A sentence carried out with ruthless precision. Today, 3 decades later, Nigeria appears to be standing at the same moral crossroads. Only the year has changed. This is 2025, not 1995. But the machinery of repression grinds on. The trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has ceased to be about justice. It is now a test of conscience for the Nigerian state and its citizens alike. That is why every one of you were being called upon to get involved, because it will be on your consciences that these people are planning this wicked machination, this diabolic plan by Nigeria to take the life of an innocent man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I want to tell you that the creator of heaven and earth, who already knows the end from the beginning, knew all these things. That's why Donald Trump came up with this particular, declaration of Nigeria as a country with a particular, a country of particular, whatever. A country with a particular concern. That's why they were declared a country with particular concern. It is not by accident. It is the workings of God. Do you know that now they are accusing Ted Cruz of collecting bribe from IPOB? Unago explain tire. You see, Nigeria have been Nigeria is already decimated. Nigeria has been concluded. The conclusion has been made on Nigeria by the Most High. Because if Nigeria continues the way it does, lives will perish. Lives will go. So because of the evil going on in Nigeria, it must not continue. It must not continue. So it will Showore coming up with this. Let me tell you, there is nothing Showore sees and exposes like this that is a lie. Now, let me bring the video from my brother Marcel Okocha, so that you will hear what what's his name, what Malami and the rest of them had already concluded a long time ago. Yeah, they already concluded it, and the people that knew about it, that understood their languages, actually exposed it. These are their plans. These are their plans. Now, follow me carefully. Let's play this. Listen to this. Listen to the very, very important. Listen to this. Okay, sorry. The audio is out. Okay.
You know Malami? Malami?
Yeah. Yes.
The Malami that has gone. The, what do you call him? The justice man.
Yeah.
The
attorney general.
I heard him one day. He said, in Hausa language, he was telling, he said, Zamu berci anan abashi kuba. Kadan zai mutu. He said they will leave him there, they will poison him, and gradually he will die. So
they will leave him there, they will poison him, and gradually he will die. Remember what Very Dark Man said. Many people don't know that Very Dark Man has a lot of sources, a lot of information. Very Dark Man speaks on almost everything that happens in Nigeria. When Very Dark Man exposed and said that, look, they don't plan to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They want to leave him there for a long time, or they want to unalive him. He said it. He even told you that Showore knows. That is why he is protesting and hoping for a miracle. Do you remember that Very Dark Man said it? That's if Omotosho Showore knows this is their plan. Do you think Omotosho Showore just woke up and started telling you that the plan has been concluded? It has been predetermined far in advance, and it is now being dressed up in the guise of a judicial procedure. So they know all these things. So listen to this voice. Malami was saying this thing, and this man heard it. He's now exposing it. Listen to this man again. Oh my God, why are these things doing like this? Listen to him again. Let me start from the top.
A justice man.
Yeah.
The
Attorney General. The Attorney General.
I heard him one day. He said, in Hausa language, he was telling, he said, Zamu berci anan abashi kuba. Kadang zai mutu. He said they will leave him there, they will poison him, and gradually he will die. So
but you know,
he was saying this in Hausa language.
Yes, in Hausa language.
Yes,
it looks like somebody has advised them, do not try it. If you try it, the war will never end.
He said, Ndemunseni, Kamamunseni.
He said, if we had known.
Kamamunseni. If we had known,
yes,
we could have done this thing instead of bringing him to Nigeria. And I told you that they could have done it, but God took away. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not just an ordinary person. It's a man that have found favor in the eyes of God.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. This is Wednesday, the 5th day of November 2025. Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court, Abuja 6, had adjourned the case of Nnamdi Kanu versus the federal government of Nigeria till on 5th. That is today, if I'm not mistaken. However, what I want us to discuss in this video is the last two videos I made about Nnamdi Kanu, talking about the planned conviction of the federal government of Nigeria. They are decisive about that. They have made up their mind that this man will be sentenced to life imprisonment or sentenced to death, I don't know. But this morning, Mr. Omotosho posted this. He said that for the avoidance of doubt and to alert the public, it has come clear that a secret decision has long been reached within Tinubu's regime regarding the fate, that is the destiny of Nnamdi Kanu. The plan devised through a high-level political conspiracy is to either sentence him to death or condemn him to life imprisonment. This outcome, predetermined far in advance, is now being dressed up in the guise of judicial procedure. Stay with me. And the next paragraph of what he wrote reads that Justice James Omotosho is expected to conclude Kanu's trial by declaring that his refusal to open his defense amount to an admission of guilt. A convenient interpretation designed to seal a verdict already agreed upon behind closed doors. The ruling is anticipated in November, a month that bears a haunting historical echo. It was in November 1995 that the military tribunal of General Sani Abacha sentenced Ken Saro-Wiwa and 8 other Ogoni activists to death. A sentence carried out with ruthless precision.
Il mio primo mese di lavoro, impiegando un paio d'ore al giorno, neanche tutti i giorni, ho fatto i 1.200.
And the last paragraph reads, today, 3 decades later, Nigeria appears to be standing at the same moral crossroads. Only the year has changed. This is 2025, not 1995. But the machinery of the repression grinds on. The trial of Nnamdi Kanu has ceased to be about justice. It is now a test of conscience for the Nigerian state and its citizens alike. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Do you understand his write-up? Now, for those of you who don't know Omotosho Showore have access to unclassified informations. Omotosho Showore will have access to every information he would like to know, anything at all he would like to know about Nigeria, about anything, he will know it. Yes, that is how sophisticated Omotosho Showore is. I understand that for over the years, through his newspaper platform, Sarah Reporters, he has been able to have connections to everywhere when it comes to access to information. That is a part. Now, let's talk about the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not entering defense. Why did he refuse to enter defense? Yesterday, or that was the day before yesterday, right? Mr. Maxwell Okpara, he's now a consultant to Nnamdi Kanu, not his lawyer in this current case, but other cases. But he's now a consultant in this case to Nnamdi Kanu. So Mr. Maxwell Okpara said that Nnamdi Kanu did not say he will not enter defense, that Nnamdi Kanu has even written down witnesses to call and everything. He's prepared to enter defense. But Nnamdi Kanu find out that the law that federal government used to charge him these terrorism, charges leveled against him before the Federal High Court is a repealed law. In that video, he explained that repealed law are laws that have been cancelled, that have been thrown out. This law does not exist again. They have modified laws and thrown those laws out. So Nnamdi Kanu was asking Justice James Omotosho, my lord, I will enter trial, but I will enter defense, but I cannot defend myself without knowing the particular constitution you are trying me with, that these people are charging me with. Because if I have to defend anything, I would like to know that, this person are charging you, they are demanding that you should be sentenced to 6 years imprisonment, to 10 years imprisonment, because the constitution says in paragraph so that someone who committed this kind of offense, who made this kind of broadcast, should be sentenced to death or should be sentenced to life imprisonment. Do you get it? So if you provide such a law, then he will now be able to provide his own defense to counter what you said through a constitutional provision. But then Nnamdi Kanu is saying that there is no constitutional provision that your charges are now lying like this is the foundation of our charges. We are relying on so law. The law you are relying does not exist again. So that is what the barrister Mazi Nnamdi explained to us, that these charges, or what we are hearing online, and the truth of the matter is that Nnamdi Kanu actually wanted to enter trial and defend himself, that he's not afraid of defending himself and so on and so forth. But the other way around, Justice James Omotosho is not backing down. Like yesterday, he gave Nnamdi Kanu 24 hours to defend himself. That was the day before yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So they will be meeting today again. 24 hours for him to defend himself after Nnamdi Kanu has filed a preliminary objection against citing instances why this trial should not continue. So at this moment in time, I think we are at the crossroad, and I have said this time without number. I said these people should just hasten up and conclude what you are doing, because Nnamdi Kanu stance is there is no charges against me based on the law that I know. So if you know any law, tell me. Nnamdi Kanu has made it clear. So if you don't want to understand what I said, then go ahead and do what suits you. Go ahead and pass the judgment. If you don't want to provide laws, constitutional provisions that you're using to charge me, go ahead and pass the law. So it is now Justice James Omotosho that is delaying this trial. So if you want to sentence Nnamdi Kanu, go ahead and try it. Sentence him. Okay? Let's see. You understand? When you sentence him, then you give constitutional provision where you sentence him, and so on and so forth. But the truth of the matter is this: if you like sentencing Nnamdi Kanu to death, if you like sentencing to life imprisonment, the man will be released. If you like sentencing to death and all those, the man will be released. See, we are living in a controversial society, a very, very controversial society. Nigerian society is not straight. Mm-hmm. It's not straight. It is influenced by so many things. It is influenced by political power. It is influenced by money. It is influenced by so many kind of things. Mm-hmm. And in this situation, I am letting you to understand that this judgment, honestly, might not be in the favor of Nnamdi Kanu, but that will not stop his release. Because the calculated game is that you have to convince this man, because if you discharge this man, all these years that this man has stayed in detention, then meaning we are guilty, and guilty too much. The level of guilt will be too much. Mm-hmm. Because we kidnapped him from Kenya. Supreme Court have ruled against us that we invaded his house, that he did not jump bail, and so on and so forth. But Nigeria does not obey rules and regulations. Imagine Federal High Court not even obeying Supreme Court in judging Nnamdi Kanu. You see the level of hypocrisy and everything. The report, one international organization report that provided corruption in Nigeria. I thought they would say that Nigerian politicians are the most corrupt people in Nigeria. They said the judiciary and the police. And these are the institutions where, if there will be human rights, it will be based on police and the court. Mm-hmm. If we ever have human rights in Nigeria, it will be based on what the police activities are and the judiciary. If we have good election, it will rely not only on the judiciary. So the kind of justice system in Nigeria, that is why Dende Farotimi wrote the book he wrote, The Criminal Justice System. It is nothing but that. Nigeria practice a very incriminating, justice system. Mm-hmm. How would Justice James Omotosho feel? You are trying a man, and before you is 3 high courts, the same jurisdiction with the one you are now sitting. The 3 high court judgment is before you on the table that have set the man free. Then the appeal court judgment is before you on the table that have set this man free. Mm-hmm. You have the Supreme Court before you that said the law you are using to try him does not exist, that said that he did not jump bail, and so on and so forth. You are looking at it, and you are just focusing on what you want to do.
Or what you want to do.
In Nigeria, judicial precedents are lost. When Supreme Court or appeal court has passed a judgment, the lower court have to follow suit. That is how Nigeria constitutional justice system works. But unfortunately, people doesn't look into that. It doesn't work like that anymore. But it is what it is. Tinubu is taking a very high risk on Nnamdi Kanu. Tinubu is taking risk, and it's going to affect him in all ramification, both politically. If they keep convicting Nnamdi Kanu, once Tinubu convicted Nnamdi Kanu, a lot of things will follow. Even though he later revised and said, yes, I'm granting this man pardon, maybe he will do that because of election, that will not count. You understand? Even at this moment, for Tinubu to allow Nnamdi Kanu to stay in detention up to this moment, you know that this is a conspiracy that people have to resist. When Buhari came to the Southeast after they have detaining Nnamdi Kanu during his administration, Buhari said something. He said, let us allow the judiciary to decide. But when the judiciary decided that Nnamdi Kanu should be acquitted, when the Supreme Appeal Court acquit Nnamdi Kanu, what happened? It is the same Buhari or Malami, the Attorney General, that said that no, we are not going to allow this thing to happen. So they still hold this man. So what we are trying to say, in essence, is that Nnamdi Kanu, there is a high plan conspired already to convict you, but hold your head high. Because the people who understands how this insecurity issue started are solidly behind you. And that is what many communities are facing today.
Yes.
Militias will come, raise down their homes, kill them in mass, and so on and so forth. That is the matter we are facing. I understand from the very first day, when Boko Haram asked Christians and the Southerners to leave the North, Nnamdi Kanu was the only one who came out to talk against them. Apart from the UN resolution, our Security Council that had meeting on sectarian killing them. So I understand where Nnamdi Kanu is coming. And that is why I'm always standing with Nnamdi Kanu. I understand where he's coming from.
Thank you.
When his people are being killed, when they started the second pogrom against the Southerners from the North, Nnamdi Kanu stood. And he was always consoling and directing his people. I understand where he was coming from. When his people in Enugu, Ebonyi were being raped in the farm by all these Fulani militias supported by Nigerian politicians, he set up a vigilante group, Eastern Security Network. And that vigilante group, when he was detained, the vigilante group was hijacked by politicians and non-state actors who started using his name to commit crimes when he is in the detention. That is unacceptable. That someone who is behind the bar, you are now charging him for the crime committed when he's behind the bar. Because those people said that they are Biafra, something attached to them. That is bullshit.
Bullshit.
You understand? So we know where all these matters are coming from, and we understand where it is going. For now, it is what it is. Free Nnamdi Kanu now.
Thank you.
Achieve studio quality vocals wherever you're.
Thank you. Hope I'm there. Thank you so much. And somebody wrote something. Let me address it before I leave. Somebody said in the comment section, he said, are we going to remain talking? When are we going to take action against this injustice? We are taking action already. Men gallant, men day. Men gallant, men day. The government in homeland are active. You need to support them. Not behind that they do something. Now, granite, now they talk. If they come with AK, we prepare our own AK. If they come with bomb, we prepare our own bomb. We have a bunigwe, and when we take, they prepare them. So don't just stay there and say, are we going to be silent? We are talking and we are working. So join us every Saturday. There is always a town hall. This coming Saturday, there will be a town hall. All you need to do is come there and support. You support and the men will prepare. Let me tell you, if you mobilize men today, mobilize them today, Nigeria go to beg now. Nigeria go to beg. No, all these things that they do for court. You remember when things were happening, when water was going on? Water must still go on. All we need is, we need money. So for it to happen, join. I always put the fundraising link on my Twitter every Saturday. The Homeland Town Hall, the Homeland are always doing town hall. And through that town hall, you will equip boys that will make things happen. So if you don't do it, if you don't do it, you're on your own. I'm going to leave it here. See you guys in my next video. Airborne. They won.
Ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọbụla ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọbụla ya bụ ọkaka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etugha eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ. Ndị gboo wee tụọ oge ebighị ebi, onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe na ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi. anyị wee na-asị na onweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anakpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịghị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọbịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị wee na-akpọkọ uwe na-arịọ gị na-asị lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt gotu wee wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ karị anyị wee na-aja gị mma na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị na anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị wee nye gị nsọpụrụ ụtọ na-eji ama mgbe niile n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị anyị nwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nzọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị refe nwanyị bụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija ma na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasị wee baa ha ọnụ ha wee daa hapụ ịkụnye ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala nwekwa n'iyi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ egwezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana onwe onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị mmadụ onye ka na-arịọ gị ise ise ise